are playing to win, play great defense. We're playing at an extremely high level on defense. And the best thing about Saturday's game was not so much statistically, it's one of the hardest we've played. From Carlos Dunlap to Stamper played his best game as a Gator to the back end, Major Wright. And, I mean, some guys are playing at a very, very high level. With that said, I'll just talk briefly about facing one of the most talented teams in America, arguably the best receiver in college football, one of them. I think there's another one in Alabama that I keep hearing about. I saw him, but they got great receivers. This great receiver's got great size, ability to go up and over. He went up and over us last year, so have to find a way to defend them and not have sole concern on him that they can run the ball. Obviously, offensively, we got to do a better job in some areas, and that is third downs. We were not good, and red zone production, which usually we do that mostly on Wednesday. We're going to do that earlier this week and just spend a lot of time and get ready to go. With that said, I'll answer any questions.
Robbie.
Coach, can you talk about the message you had for your team after the game, just about being undefeated and all this negative energy out there despite your perfect record?
Well, there's going to be I made a comment that whether it's right or wrong, the way it is people want to see people fail, and that's the way it is. And that's not, our job is not to change human nature. It's our job is to control the football team and each other and develop a family, continue to have a very close family atmosphere, family chemistry, and we have that. And that's the only message. And I felt what was necessary. I think if a team had bad chemistry, you could see an offensive defensive thing materialize, which will not. And they're good. I've said this all along. The good thing is when I talk to them, they actually look at me, sit up with their, chest out, square jaw, and we have team meetings where I don't have to say, hey, look at me, and I've had that here before. So it's very mature, and a lot of pressure on these cats to perform at a high level. And I can see this, and I want to make sure they're playing the game and having fun.
And Coach, what does it say about this team? You haven't really played a perfect game yet, but you're still managed to keep winning games.
We haven't played many perfect games around here in 5 years. I mean, you can find faults with everything. The score is the thing. You get rid of those two turn. It seems like every week you say this. So if we just score in the red zone, we just do this. We just do this against Arkansas. We don't turn it over and kick the field goal. We do this against Tennessee. If we get down there and not kick field goals. If we against Mississippi State, you don't have those two turnovers. I think they scored 6 points and the score's 29, so it would have been 30 something. So we just got to move forward, and the one thing we're not going to do is worry about that. We're going to worry about improving our weaknesses and getting ready for a very talented team.
Ben, back.
Hi, Coach. Deontay Thompson on Saturday, there were a couple times you could see him kind of waving his arms, being like, I'm open, and then after the play, be like, what's his frustration level? What do you tell him to keep him positive,
Well, I don't mind guys that play very hard, and, they just I think they share the frustration that competitors have. If he's a non-competitor and I see that, he won't play. He won't play. You're going to quit seeing Deontay Thompson do that because he won't play. That's not the case. He plays very hard. He blocks well. He runs good routes. And, competitors, that's fine. If it gets in the way of, like you asked me that question, I'll have a little chat with Deontay about that. If you ask it again next week, there's a chance Deontay won't be playing because we don't need that. We need to go as hard as we can. And that's what we do right now.